Hello and welcome. It's a brand new week. You are with Indiapost-Live.com, India's first live interactive web television. This is a platform where you can engage with us, converse with us live even as we have our conversations. You can send us your video comments, you can send us your posts, you can send us your tweets at #IndiaPostLive and @IndiaPostLive to give us your feedback and your views on the various issues that we talk about. Well, today is Monday, and Monday, you will remember, is the day we focus on entrepreneurs. So this week we have someone very special. We have the founders of ZebPay, and that is a Bitcoin company in India. Bitcoin, you heard me right. Now, I'm sure not many of us really know exactly what a Bitcoin is all about. It's an internet currency, it's virtual currency. Well, the term came to India, came to the world, in fact, only around 2009. And there was an anonymous person, you know, we really don't know his real name, at least the normal people, laymen do not know. His name is Satoshi Nakamoto, and he introduced the concept of the virtual currency or Bitcoins to the world. Now, how safe are Bitcoins? What exactly are these currencies? People are in fact exhorting us to use it as an investment option as well. What are the risks involved? What is the government thinking? Because, you know, it's anonymous, there are no transaction charges. So we are going to discuss all these things with the co-founders of ZebPay. But first, let's get you an audio-visual on what exactly Bitcoin or internet currency is all about. First, take a look at that.
What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower. You can use them in every country. Your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Several currency exchanges exist where you can buy and sell Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Your Bitcoins are kept in your digital wallet on your computer or mobile device. Sending Bitcoins is as simple as sending an email, and you can purchase anything with Bitcoin. The Bitcoin network is secured by individuals called miners. Miners are rewarded newly generated Bitcoins for verifying transactions. After transactions are verified, they are recorded in a transparent public ledger. Bitcoin opens up a whole new platform for innovation. The software is completely open source and anyone can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Bitcoins are a great way for businesses to minimize transaction fees. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them, and it's easy to set up. There are no chargebacks, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy. For more information about Bitcoin, visit weusecoins.com.
Wow, it sounds so easy and so convenient. That video was got to you by weusecoins.com. And now let me bring you two young people who have started ZebPay in India. They're entrepreneurs, and let's find out how it is doing and what ZebPay is all about. I'm very, very happy to have Saurabh. Saurabh Agarwal is the co-founder and CEO of ZebPay. Hi Saurabh, welcome to India Post Live.
Hi Ranjana, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you? How's ZebPay doing?
ZebPay is doing very good. Here.
When did you launch ZebPay, Saurabh?
ZebPay is about 3 months old now. I mean, it was earlier buy sell Bitcoin, which is now changed into ZebPay, and it is being launched now. Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of relaunched an earlier version. Why did you have to do that?
Basically, buy sell Bitcoin was an Indian exchange, which was run by Mahin. And after certain implementations, and there were issues with it, so we decided that we will relaunch it in a bigger and better way. And now we have started the company out of Singapore, and we are launching wallet services immediately, and then we'll be launching the exchanges also.
All right. So since this is internet currency, one can't just say that ZebPay is limited to India, right? It's again, it's another Bitcoin company which people all over can use, all over the world.
Yes, It's a worldwide currency being used. It's a common currency for the world.
Right.
It's a virtual currency, so everyone will use it. Yes.
Okay, since two Indians started it, I thought maybe you have something specific to India, but obviously it's not that. It's an internet, it's virtual like Indiapost-Live. Like people from all over the world can engage with us.
Yeah, true, same thing.
All right. All right. Okay. We are also hoping to be joined by Mahin Gupta, and Mahin is there with us. Hi. Hi, Mahin. Mahin. No. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Mahin is the co-founder and CTO. Saurabh was just telling us that your previous company, Buy Sell Bitco. Tell us what happened. I mean, what really went wrong? Why did you have to relaunch it as ZebPay?
Yeah, exactly. When I started Buy Sell Bitcoin, it was like a one-man operation, and I was enthusiastic with the Bitcoin. I just get introduced. Basically, I was running a software company, and then I get introduced to Bitcoin through one of my clients, and then I realized the potential behind the technology, and I decided to start first startup in India for Bitcoin. And it was initially at a very low scale and like a one-man operation. But then I realized that it has a really very big potential in India. My business grown exponentially. And then in the late December, RBI, since Bitcoin was gaining a lot of traction in media and it was having Bitcoin prices were around over $1,200 from $300 in just a matter of days. So as like every other central bank in the world, RBI also had a cautionary notice to users that they have to be cautious about Bitcoin investments. So I decided to take legal advice on the business and the legal stages of Bitcoin. So I suspended my business operations on that day.
Obviously a lot of people in the government get very nervous when they suddenly see something like this doing very well. So something like that happened to you also, right?
Yeah. See, what happens is with Bitcoin, when Bitcoin is a very innovative technology, very new concept, and it challenges our existing concept of how money works, how online transactions works, and it does not fit in any conventional understandings of our how online transactions work.
Absolutely.
When something that comes which is anonymous, which is not controlled by a central authority and which is not backed by any law or something like that. So people just get nervous when they see something like this soaring in value from $300 to $1,200 in a matter of days. And I think RBI has a great job by sending a cautionary note to people when the Bitcoin prices were like going out of hand.
Great. So I need to ask you questions on the regulatory factor and the fact and how safe it is, because we still live in a country, you said that there's a lot of traction, but we still live in a country where people are still wary of using internet banking. I mean, Bitcoin is of course several steps ahead, but even when it comes to a basic thing like internet banking and passwords and oh my god, do I type in my password, people get nervous. So how how exactly is the mindset changing is what I'm going to ask you. But before that let's take a look at what ZebPay really is all about so that we have a clearer understanding of what these two gentlemen have begun. Take a look at that.
Welcome to ZebPay. Get started by entering your phone number. We'll send you a code by SMS to verify your number. Enter your profile details. Select a profile photograph. Enter your name and email. Enter a PIN that will be used when you want to send Bitcoins. As a small token of our appreciation, find a few free Bitcoins to play with in your new ZebPay wallet. Just as you put a few dollar bills in your leather wallet, transfer a few Bitcoins to your ZebPay wallet. Whenever you receive Bitcoins, they will instantly appear in your ZebPay wallet. You can send Bitcoins to any mobile number, just like you send an instant message. Select any contact from your phone book who are using ZebPay. You can also enter the amount in your currency. Add a note and send. It's really that simple. You can also send Bitcoins to a non-ZebPay mobile number. They will receive an SMS with a link to download the app. You can also send Bitcoins to a Bitcoin address. Use ZebPay to send Bitcoins to your friends or family, to receive Bitcoins from your customers, or to send Bitcoins to another country. Start selling.
Wow, it's as simple as that, Maheen, but I need to understand this. You know, once I register, you said I receive some, some Bitcoins which I can put in my wallet. Maheen, are you there? Okay, can I go to Saurabh? Saurabh, are you there? Okay, let's keep trying. Maheen?
Yeah.
Maheen, okay, great. Okay. Maheen, I just saw that video of ZebPay that, you very kindly offered to share with us on Indiapost-Live. Now, once I register on ZebPay, okay, I think we have lost connection there. All right, well, that is bad news really, because, no, I think Saurabh is back. Saurabh, are you there? Hi, Saurabh, I just lost your connection. Okay, I need an audio. Hello, Saurabh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, Saurabh, thank God. Okay, Saurabh, what I was asking is that in the video that I saw, you just have to register and I have to register and I get some Bitcoins and then I can send. Now, suppose I want 100 whatever Bitcoins in my account. What is the value? Where is that coming from? How can I send those coins to my friend and how do I keep that in my wallet? Where is it actually coming from? What's the valuation? If you understand what I'm asking. Of course you do. No, there's a disturbance. There's an audio disturbance. Okay, can I take Maheen? 1 second, Saurabh?
Yeah, I got your question.
Yeah, I'll just, Saurabh, I'm not able to hear you. Let me go to Maheen. Maheen, I just want to ask you, how do I generate these Bitcoins in the first place? Only then can I send it to people, right? What's
See, to acquire Bitcoin, there are 3 ways you can do it.
Yeah.
One is known as mining. Mining is like generating Bitcoin on your own. Mining is a very technical process. You install one software on your computer,
Yeah.
and then you start solving problems generating on Bitcoin network. And as a reward of solving that problems, you get 25 Bitcoins a block. But right now the problems are so difficult that you need very specifically designed computers and very powerful computers to solve those problems. So this is right now an industry, and Hobbit cannot do mining on its own. So right now it's a big industry. Second one is that you buy Bitcoin from an exchange like Buy Sell Bitcoin or unocoin.com or coinbase.com.
Okay.
And third, that you accept Bitcoin for your services or for the products, for your products. So these are basically 3 ways you can get Bitcoins.
So once I download or once I install ZebPay, for instance, since yours is ZebPay, suppose I install ZebPay, then I go to all those partners. You obviously have partners which deal in product buying and selling, and that is how I acquire or I give away Bitcoins. Is that how it works?
Yeah, exactly. Right now we are working on that, and we are working with the partners where we are talking to a coffee shop where you can pay using Bitcoins on in that coffee shop via ZebPay wallet. So it is basically like ZebPay wallet will be used as your intermediary payment transfer system, and you can simply spend your Bitcoin, and the cafe owner will get the Bitcoin as a payment for coffee.
Wow. Okay, that all sounds very nice. But let me try and get back to Saurabh. Obviously, the skepticism. You understand the question I'm asking. You know, there is a lot of cautiousness in our country, and the fact that it is not regulated. You know what the problem you guys faced earlier. So the whole cautiousness regarding even something as, I mean, because I use internet banking a lot, and I know people who don't. So with that kind of a cautiousness, how well do you expect the whole concept of virtual currency to do in India? Saurabh, did you hear my question? Saurabh? Okay, I think there's an audio problem with Saurabh again. Mahin, did you hear my question?
Yeah.
See, the cautiousness, yeah.
Exactly, I didn't understand. See, before 5 years, if we will see, and I ask one of my friends that you can pay your light bill via online transaction, he would say, you got to be kidding me. And before 5 years, I'll ask someone that you can, you do not need a coupon and scratch it to get your mobile recharged by 100 rupees, he will laugh at my face. So, thing is that technical innovation is going to happen, and we have to understand its potential.
Yeah.
The biggest factor is that let's say if we see the transactions and finance industry, we have let's compare it to the mobile industry. What innovation we have seen in last 10 years is like amazing. And when we compare it to the finance industry, we can see hardly any innovation. What innovation we have is just credit card or online transaction that people are still wary of. So the thing is that Bitcoin gives startups like us an opportunity to make innovative applications, innovative way of spending your money securely, conveniently, so that people can accept money and people can spend money easily. So
absolutely,
obviously Bitcoin is like very, at the moment it looks like an alien currency or something like that.
Yes.
I'm pretty much sure that with the potential it has in terms of technology, the underlying concept and the technical brilliance, I'm pretty much sure that it will be the de facto standard of online transactions within the next 3 or 5 years. In fact, let me put it this way: Bitcoin is the online transactions done correctly first time.
Okay, Bitcoin is online transaction done correctly for the first time. Wow, that's a very strong statement to make. But Saurabh, if I can just get you back, if you're there, Saurabh.
Yeah, I'm there.
Hi. Okay, Saurabh, you know, the fact that the prices are highly volatile, right?
Yeah.
Bitcoin prices. I mean, don't you see that as a worrying factor?
So this question comes to us every day, and we have to find answers to it. So as an industry, what we are doing is there's a lot of technology innovations happening in this thing also.
Right.
Pricing will be fluctuating for a couple of years because this is, you know, like a wild horse. It has to be tamed. So initial years, the price will go up, price will go down. To take care of fluctuations, now there are companies who provide lock facilities. So the moment you buy a Bitcoin, you don't want a price to go up or down. You can lock the price against a dollar or against rupee. And in that case, the price will remain fixed.
Right.
So you are safe from the fluctuation problems.
Okay. Okay. Now, tell me, you know, we've had cases where, you know, you had Silk Road, you know, it was basically, they were selling drugs, you know, using Bitcoins. Now, those kind of things, you know, where you have, you know, a lack of regulation, where there does not seem to be any apparent control over the currency, taxation laws don't apply. So, aren't those risks for a company like yours?
See, if you look at regulations now, countries worldwide are regulating Bitcoins.
Okay.
If we start with Australia, Europe, Germany is there,
okay.
UK, USA, Singapore, all of them are already regulating Bitcoins, and the way it will be taxed, the way people can store them, how they is used, everything is very crystal clear to people. In India, the regulations are not in place because India has always been a little late in adopting technology and little late in accepting new changes. You know.
Yes.
But we are very strongly lobbying with the government. We have hired certain important lawyers of India who are working on it, and we feel that sooner or later this will come in place.
Are there any India-specific advantages when it comes to Bitcoins? Other than the sheer number, of course.
No, a lot of them are there. First of all, remittance is a very big market for India. A lot of people who work outside India, whether it's Dubai, whether it's USA, whether it's Europe, they want to send money back to India to their relatives.
Yeah.
And with bitcoins, this becomes very quick, it becomes very simple, and it is as good as free. And it happens in a fraction of seconds. So in that case, it's a very strong advantage. Secondly, Indians love to invest, in gold. So similarly, Bitcoin is gold of internet. So we see a lot of investment coming into Bitcoins, and in future, people will be spending at least 1%, 2%, 5% of their wealth investing in Bitcoins for future benefits.
What are the variables? Like you have shares, I mean, you have the market fluctuations that happen, the Sensex. How does one, the very interesting point you raised, in fact, we were discussing this before the show also, that, invest in Bitcoins rather than gold. I mean, the concept is coming. But what are the variables and, how can, where is the guarantee that it is definitely a great investment?
Firstly, I'm not saying that you invest in Bitcoins rather than gold, because that's something which individual has to decide. We are not talking about it be substituting gold, but we are saying that in future, Bitcoin will be a very strong investment tool as well.
Okay.
So there are exchanges which are there in market. On exchange, there is a price. Like today, the price is about 24,000 rupees per Bitcoin. You go to the exchange, you follow the KYC norms, you transfer the money through bank, and you can buy a Bitcoin. You can store it in your wallets. And maybe after a year, we may expect some price rise. Or we at least have some money which is stored in Bitcoin, which is like your asset. So it's an asset class in itself.
Wow. So you are actually building your assets virtually. But at some point, you can get it remitted as real money that you can feel in your hands, right? That's what you're saying?
So whenever, let's say today the price is about 24,000 and tomorrow it becomes 30,000 and you want to just sell it, you go back to the exchange, you sell the Bitcoin and you get the money back in your accounts.
Okay.
So it's like buying a share, it's like buying gold, it's similar to all of those things.
Okay. So you talked of, I mean, I'm just trying to understand. You talked of buying and selling and going and, from 24 if it becomes 3. Where are these places? I mean, what are these exchange places where you can buy or sell your Bitcoins?
So in each country, they have their own exchanges. India also has exchange, and Mahin was also running buy sell Bitcoin, which was an exchange. So in Singapore now we are opening an exchange, because there are different locations worldwide where exchanges are there on which you can trade in Bitcoins.
Okay, so when you trade in Bitcoins, the money gets automatically, debited or debited to your account, credited to your account?
So basically what happens is you become a member of the exchange. In the sense, you go and apply for the exchange. You have to do your KYC, which is know your customer.
Yeah.
They put the forms you fill, and they will verify that you are a legitimate customer who can trade on the exchange.
Okay.
There will be a bank account through which you transfer the money to the exchange. In lieu of it, you get Bitcoins from them.
Wow. So it's not as anonymous.
No, it's not at all anonymous. It's a very, very legitimate thing worldwide.
Yeah.
And people, even like Winkler's brothers, who are the co-promoters of Facebook, they are trying to have a NASDAQ-listed exchange on Bitcoins. So we are talking about something which is grey or shady. It's a very, very legitimate business which you're talking about.
No, absolutely. I mean, I never doubted it. But, these are legitimate questions that people will ask, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I know that. Yeah.
Especially, like you said, Indians are resistant. I mean, not just Indians. People do resist change initially. I mean, even a concept like Indiapost-Live web television, I'm sure we got a lot of questions, like really, web TV, really, and, so I mean, we are also, the first movers of this kind of a concept, and so are you. So you understand where I'm coming from when I'm asking all these questions about the grey area of it. Okay, let me go across to Mahin, Saurabh. Mahin, what next in terms of technology? What next can people who have started to use Bitcoins see in the future, in the next 2-3 years?
See, in Bitcoin, I'm pretty much sure that you will be able to use See, as you have already pointed out before, that Bitcoin has a price volatility issue, but I'm pretty much sure that as the industry gets matured, more Bitcoin comes in, more like derivatives and exchanges and liquidity comes in, the price will get stable, or at least you will get the price lock-in due to some functionality of exchange. Exchange can promise you a price lock-in. So once the price volatility goes out of the question or out of the radar, then you will very innovative application in value transfer systems like normal day-to-day payments, normal salaries. But basically, Bitcoin is just not about just value transfer system, not just about transferring payment from one place to another place. The underlying blockchain technology, the distributed ledger, where each and every Bitcoin transaction gets recorded, which is public, and each and every Bitcoin software has a copy of it, has an unbelievable potential in terms of distributed contracts. Means, like, let's say, for an example, if you want to have something recorded in history, if you want to guarantee that no one can forge, then you can write a transaction, you can send a Bitcoin transaction, a very small amount of Bitcoin transaction, and send a note, include a note that this is a particular thing happened, and then no one in the world can change it after the transaction recorded on blockchain. So this is like it is not just about the value transfer system. Bitcoin is a distributed consensus system, and the underlying technology, the distributed blockchain, has a lot more to offer than just payment system. But yes, initially it will be used basically for like in India, as people are saying that they want to invest in Bitcoin and like doing payment system. But I'm pretty much sure that within 5 years, we will see very innovative applications being built by various startups across the world on the blockchain.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Your optimism is actually infectious, and I'm also, wanting to kind of explore more into this. Thank you so much, Mahin. It was great talking to you. And Saurabh, last word from you. By 2020, can we say with a lot of confidence that Bitcoin is the future of currency?
Absolutely, that is what it is going to be.
Great.
And then virtual currency is the way the world will trade.
Virtual currency is the way the world will interact and, buy and sell and all of that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so as all of you heard, it is not at all unregulated. You have to fill up your KYC forms like you have to do in your bank. You have to register at the exchanges, and everything is being seen because you have an IP address, right? You can't just get away by doing random things anonymously just because it's virtual currency. That is an assurance we have got from the founders of ZebPay, who firmly believe that Bitcoins or virtual currency is the future. They are here to stay, and it's not just about random or regular payments, but a lot more in the offing, which we will see over the next 4 to 5 years. So, well, I'm quite excited about this new thing. When I started the show, trust me guys, I knew nothing. I even told you that. I said, you'll have to take me through this process along with my viewers. I hope all of you have also got some more information about the world of the virtual currency, the world of Bitcoins, and all the best to ZebPay, all the best to both of you, Mahin and Saurabh. And thank you so much for joining us on Indiapost-Live to tell us what it is all about. As entrepreneurs, we were also very happy to showcase your work on our portal. Thank you so much again. And for all those of you, whatever comments, questions you need to ask, please write in to us at Indiapost-Live with your posts, your video comments. Send us your tweets at #Indiapost-Live and @IndiaPostLive. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.